Hey everybody, Michelle is here. I'm in California, like I said, and I wanted to come through and feel the energy of the environment here. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I don't know. I didn't expect that this was one of the best rides I had so far in my trip. Coming through here, the roadways were in good condition on the highway. There's plenty of green, green plants and flowers and trees, and it sort of gives me the vibe of the South Florida. So it's exactly the type of vibe I got when I had moved into the South Florida area. But of course, with everything else, you have to deal with overcrowdedness, finding parking, this and that and the other. But it's a cute little quaint town. So I didn't pick up any kind of illness. No kind of ill will or any kind of evil intentions going on here, because that's what I do. I assess the energy, and the energy is great here, as a matter of fact. And the same way it was, like I said, in every city, you're going to find a jewel in every city. You're going to find a gem in every city. And there's good and bad and ugly with everything. But you have to look at the big picture as well and know that, we are all on one planet. So that means that you have to consider that, you really cannot believe that you're in an island by yourself. We're on a huge planet with everybody, with billions and billions of people. And at some point, people are going to figure out where to go and places to stay. And they're going to figure out how to invade each other, as it is with everything. So, yes, there are jewels in every city, right? And in every area in the world, you're going to find jewels. But like I was talking with my spiritual brother yesterday, the effects of the overpopulation is rampant and is visible. I can see it everywhere. Okay, like I said, if you consider, how people are living, on the mountains as such, because I know in this region they all expect that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do San Francisco probably. I'm probably going to do San Francisco as well before I leave. But they expect what do you call that earthquake at some point in time in the future. And so we were talking about that. It's just really, really hard to know. Okay, and sometimes sharing too much with people will make things worse than better, because we're so overpopulated. If you tell someone in 2 days there's going to be an earthquake, you know how much panic that's going to cause? That's going to cause more panic than anything, and more harm than good. So I would understand that, yes, there's jewels in every city, but at the same time, you need to be mindful of the big picture. Remember, we're all on one planet, and so we can't stay jewels for long. Just like in the mountains, there are plenty of jewels in the mountain, but due to our drilling and stealing of the resources, it's now caused a lot of those mountains and rocks and stuff to become unstable. Okay, so we've caused damage that's irreversible, unfortunately, and so we're just all going to have to reap what we've sown and do the best that we can to be safe. That's all you can do. As I was talking to my spiritual brother yesterday, it would be kind of foolish to think that we can reverse everything just by passing laws and passing regulations, and because a lot of people are just going to find a way to get through that and get by it. And like I said, when I was riding through the state of Texas, there was an area in the state of Texas that was receiving all of the attention, based on, more so than what I saw with the grand picture of all things. And is that what we want to do? Always funnel funds and resources to only one particular city or one particular area or one particular neighborhood? Is that what we want to do? So I feel good about what I've done. I won't do it again, that traveling like that. I had to do it this way by vehicle, because otherwise you'll get the wrong impression when you're on a train or when you're in a plane. You're not going to see so much of the visible damage, into the roadway. Because I can see some roadway cracks here, structural damage per se that's necessary wear and tear when you're traveling up and down. So, I want to go ahead and close this out. Like I said, this has been all worth it to me. I can see and I can sense. Okay, let's start. I can see, I can hear, I can sense and receive, and all of my senses are involved in this process. Yes, this city this little town is great. I can see why people would like to work here, hang out here, and be here. But just like every city, there is that particular type of atmosphere, those particular type of jewels. But at the same time, they don't stay jewels for long, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me something to eat, like I said, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over to San Francisco while I'm here on this side. Well, first of all, look at how long it'll take me and blah blah blah. Because there's no rush with me, but I like to do things at a reasonable time so that I can start making decisions. So what I'm going to do is, once I decide if I'm going to go to San Francisco today or maybe tomorrow, we'll see, I will go back to Vegas and make some decisions as to what I plan to do with the second half of my life. So I want to say I want to send peace and love to everybody over the stars, over the moon, and the mountains. This has been worth it to me. This has been the best experience I've had, and it helps to open up many facets of how to make decisions. How to understand that there's no coincidences. There's no such thing as chance. Everything is cause and effect. Okay, everything. So. And I want people that really genuinely care about this earth to realize you can only do so much. Only one person can't do it all. There is just next to impossible. And so in this particular region, just like it was when I was living in South Florida, if you took the chance to attempt to repair the infrastructure, it will create complete chaos, just like COVID did, because most people do not want to be inconvenienced. Nobody wants to stay home, okay? Nobody wants to stay off certain roadways. People feel as though they have the right, okay? They feel as though they have the right to claim ownership to certain monuments, to certain areas. They can drill wherever they want. They can set up homes wherever they want. They can they can claim an island belongs to them, and that no one is to hold them back. No one is to tell them, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. And so now all of us are going to have to pay for all of this, okay, at some point. Like I said, it's beautiful now, and for the most part, what's going to happen is it's going to need some repairs. The infrastructure is going to need repairs, just like every infrastructure all throughout this country. And then what's going to happen is people are going to be pissed off because they don't want to be inconvenienced. They want it to happen in somebody else's backyard, right? They want everything to be done, let somebody else, don't inconvenience me and my coffee and tea. That's how it gets. Don't inconvenience me and my abilities to walk up and down my street, drive up and down my street, ride my bicycle, ride my skateboard. They don't want any type of inconvenience, but yet they want things done. All right, you see how illogical that is. So, everything. So I got the experience. Okay, so, and I'm walking the talking. All right, and so when I do speak, when I do set myself up and speak, I'm gonna know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm just not rambling and not making up stuff. And like I said, I'm not doing none of this for followers. Not at all. What I'm doing is looking at alignment of things. Okay, looking at how things line up and following paths. And it's just ironic. Certain street names in this particular city are the same street names in cities I've lived in and enjoyed. Like I said, the South Florida region. But I will not go back to Florida. I've already made that clear as well. Florida is done for me. And I made that clear as to why. So now I'm gonna go home and make some decisions. Go home, go back to a particular city, a little town that I'm in, and make some decisions. Meditate, contemplate, but don't ruminate, right? And then I'm gonna say more too, but I just wanted to get this piece out, let you know. Okay, I get it. For certain cities, like I said, there are jewels in every city. But at some point, we're all of you going to be infringed. There's going to be an infringement. There's going to be all kind of things happening that is going to cause people to be, feel inconvenience, and they're not going to like to be told what to do and how to do and this and that and the other. So let me go ahead and get me something to eat real quick, and then I'm gonna make a decision about San Francisco. That's the one where they have been warned for years about San Francisco, right? But I remember what I said about San Francisco. All because everything's happening in San Francisco. Everything's predicted to happen in San Francisco, but keep in mind other places have been hit unexpectedly. Like I told you about Haiti. No one ever said anything about Haiti having an earthquakes, but Haiti had a devastating earthquake. No one said anything about certain volcanoes erupting, but yet certain volcanoes have erupted. And the flooding, right? No one expected certain flooding in certain regions, and that lakes are coming back. I said that before. So what do? Well, you ground yourself in reality. That's all you do. Like I said, I enjoy fantasy. I enjoy, living out fantasies, but I know that at some point that you do have to ground yourself in reality, accept the reality of your situation, and understand that, at some point you have to come out of your fantasies and deal with the reality of the situation. And so, and pay attention to the path. Like I said, the path is set out for a reason. I was supposed to do this for a reason. Now, like I said, and so this was certain. But like I said, when it comes to human beings, unfortunately, that's going to be an uncertainty, because anything can change with the human being could change at the drop of a dime, right? And one moment they're here, and in the next moment they're not. One moment they're up, and the next moment they're down. One moment they're successful, the next moment they're failures. Not failures, but they're failing. And that's what happened. That's also what's happening with a lot of these so-called realtors that are leaving certain cities. It's not because of the city. It's because they're failing. They're failing in their business models. They're failing in their promises to these lenders or investors, or banks, all the same thing. They're failing, and they've been lying to people and not being upfront and telling the truth about, okay, what's really going on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Did I bring something to eat? Because I gotta, I want to stay within my means and stay frugal, so that I can enjoy this moment as long as I can. And now I feel joyful now, because I completed a journey. Okay, I completed a destination, and now I feel as though, okay, I'm ready for the next, as they say, next destination the next assignment, the next alignment, and this and that and the other. And it feels good, okay? So don't stop. Keep moving and understand that, yes, there is certainty and there's sometimes uncertainty. But you don't have to share everything. And let me just be real honest to people. Do not share so much about your interpersonal relationship issues. I would not share so much of that on social media, because you can easily get manipulated. Okay, you can easily get manipulated, and people take advantage of you, of your vulnerability. Right? They're taking advantage of your vulnerability, and they may see it as some type of desperate attempt. Let me see if I have some nuts in here or something. So I really have to be careful what I eat. Certain times my stomach don't like. But don't share so much of your struggles with your interpersonal relationships on social media. I'm just being honest with you. What you can share on social media is to, like I said, control the narrative. Okay, control the narrative of what you share with people, because they will use that to take advantage of you. Okay, they think you are vulnerable, or they think you like somebody. People are going to interfere with that and try to make it, make it into something that it isn't, and lie about stuff and share stuff that's not even true. Okay, let me pull out something here to eat and snack on until I can figure out what I want to eat. That's why I come prepared to. So let me make sure. Yeah. So yeah, don't share too much about your interpersonal struggles on social media, or even your likes. If you like somebody, let me taste these here. Okay, good. If you can handle certain things happening to you. See, like for me, I'm good. I don't let my feelings get into too many things. I've been there, done that. But for some people, they do not like to be, I guess, embarrassed, manipulated, deceived, taken advantage of. And so you're gonna have to keep your interpersonal relationships off of social media. All right, that's what I plan to do. I'm not gonna reveal too much more about how that's going, because that's irrelevant actually. What's important is to help people and let people know that follow your alignment. Are you going to be perfect in your alignment? No. Are you going to have some struggles? Yes. Are things going to turn out the way you hope they would? No. Okay. But at the same time, you still can be in a loving, intimate, close partnership with someone. Right? Okay. So let me go ahead. Yeah, these nuts are going to hold me over until I actually find what I want to eat. Because I want to be really careful about what I eat, so that I don't develop certain issues with food. Because the food source is not the same anymore, and sometimes if you're not careful enough, because I tasted some fruit in certain areas where I thought the fruit should be fantastic. It was anything but fantastic. The fruit left a bitter taste in my mouth, or aftertaste. Some of these fruit, like watermelon, plums, all those things that are in season. They should be ripe and sweet, juicy. Anything but that. So that contributes to the climate change as well. So I feel good. I feel great about what I've done and what I plan to keep on doing. I just need to know, like I said, I'm going to check out San Francisco, and that should do it. That should give me the information that I need and help me to make decisions and consider my options. I'm really impressed so far with this state. And this is the state of California. Okay, I did not expect this. Yes, I know that there's probably homeless situations. Okay, I did not see any of that traveling up this way yet. And California is a huge state, and that's what people need to consider Okay, and stop saying that this city has some issues. What is wrong with California? Not a goddamn thing. No more than any other city. No more than Texas. No more than Arizona. Okay, no more than Florida. Okay, so we just need to stop with this lying and deception and trying to scare people. These people that are leaving the state of California, they were going to leave regardless. Okay, because they had some financial discrepancies, which was possibly financial mismanagement. So they saw this as an opportunity, because we're in a political season, to blame the leadership, which are black females or women of color, and try to blame them for issues that were not addressed even when certain white males were in office. Okay, and for a while the state of California had white male leadership. Okay, did they address Skid Row? No. Did they address housing? No. Did they address the infrastructure? No. Okay, but as soon as a black woman gets in the office, okay, now let's ship all the homeless here. Okay, let's say that she doesn't know what she's doing, and given, and then say that about the woman in San Francisco as well, the leadership, which is a black female in San Francisco as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and map it out. Oh my gosh, I was happy that I came up here pretty smooth. It was a pretty smooth ride. So let's hope it is smooth as I move on. So I want to go ahead and send peace and love, everybody, and trust me, I'll be back.